All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Jared Weathers, and welcome back to the Weathers Media Podcast. And today, with me, I have Aaron.
Hi.
I have Jason.
Hello, guys.
And I have Derek.
Hello, guys.
And we are getting so close to 50. So today, since we have the Cheap Marks podcast, we don't talk about wrestling on the show anymore, but we still have a lot of news to cover. So let's get into it. So I did want to include some local news to me and Derek because we're the only ones that live in Traverse City.
Yeah.
Even though I know Aaron and Jason both used to. So there is a bar downtown on Front Street. It used to be called Little Bo's, and then it changed to a restaurant called Little Bohemia.
Oh, yeah.
Little Bohemia is permanently closing on September 1st of this year.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah,
Yep.
It's been there for so long, man. Like, forever. And the owner said that they're closing Little Bohemia and heading back out west to Cali. It's really sad. It's been there for a long time, man.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
we got a couple places here that are that closed down too, like
Ooh.
Ruby Tuesdays. Ruby Tuesdays closed down.
Yep,
for good.
Ruby Tuesday closed down here too.
And there was a small like mom and pop's restaurant. It's like Gaylord's version of Coney Island.
Oh, okay.
You know, they closed down, which they had the best, sausage gravy I've had in town
like
here.
a Coney Island here.
So I was kind of upset to see that they're selling and they're moving.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But focusing on better news. Well, I don't know. It's not really better news because this is kind of sad too. PlayStation pushed back their PlayStation 5 reveal. To an unknown date. We have no idea when when they're gonna have the actual reveal now. The PS5 and the Xbox are still slated to be available at the end of the year. So let's hope we get a reveal for the PS5 here soon.
Right.
Nintendo says 300,000 Switch accounts got hacked.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
That is a lot of accounts.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Makes me not want to get a Switch.
Yeah, or use Nintendo anymore.
I got
Right.
a Switch and I never got hacked on mine.
Call of Duty Warzone Season 4 is gonna introduce zombies.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Zombies.
Finally, man. I have waited so long for them to bring back zombies in any form at all.
I know.
Aaron, what do you think about zombies coming back for Warzone?
I love zombies. It's fun.
Oh yeah.
When they first introduced it as Nazi zombies back in Call of Duty World at War, I would play that constantly all the time with me and my friends.
Me too. But this means that you can now play zombies online. You don't have to be in the same place.
Really?
Like, that is going to be amazing.
Nice.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Moving on.
Do you know if you can go cross-platform by any chance?
I mean, it's Warzone, so probably.
Yeah.
Because I think Warzone is cross-platform.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so as long as it's still in the Warzone DLC, then you should be able to.
Okay.
So moving on to Fortnite's new chapter. So I don't know if this is true or not because it's kind of still a rumor. I heard that the next, I think it's the next chapter, is going to be a doomsday event that will cause the map to change.
Okay.
They haven't said what's changing, exactly. They haven't said if anything's coming back or what's getting removed yet. All we know is that it is a Doomsday event and it will change the map. That is all we know at the current time.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. And the new chapter starts June 17th.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I
Battle
heard they got
Pass.
pushed back. I heard they got it. I heard they pushed it back. So
Yeah, it was originally June 4th.
yeah,
Oh.
and they pushed it back.
So I only have one thing for to talk about TV. So after we discuss this next topic, um, I'll open the floor to you guys if you have any television news. But what I have is very significant. The Mandalorian, the Disney Plus Mandalorian series, um, their season 2 got a new director who apparently directed a movie I never heard of. And it's still premiering in October. We don't have, at least as far as I know, we don't have an official October date for that to come out. But with a new director may come a new direction. Yeah,
Nice.
that's all I got for that. So we're gonna start with Aaron. Aaron, do you have any television news for us?
Not really. Not that I know of.
Okay. Jason, do you have any television news for us?
Not really. I don't particularly watch, TV too much unless it's like wrestling or something.
Right. Derek, do you have any television news for us?
No, not really.
All right. All right. So on to sports. So this is not our main event. Our main event is actually talking about a couple films I watched. But we're on to sports. And as I'm sure all of you already know, Conor McGregor officially retired from the UFC the other day.
Yes, I got
Yeah.
an email about that. It's very sad, because he's such a great fighter.
How old is Conor McGregor?
38,
Wow.
I think. Let me look that up. I don't know.
I got it. I'll look it up.
He's young.
Conor McGregor is 31.
Wow, he's young.
Yeah. Yeah, he's 30. He's only 31.
That's crazy.
Damn. Huh. I wonder where's he gonna go after this? After UFC now.
Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be interesting.
Hopefully WWE. Just kidding.
No. I don't ever want him in WWE.
Really?
No. Hell no.
How about
Nobody
you,
wants
Jay?
McGregor. Nobody wants him in WWE.
Very true.
Yeah.
He's a
I mean,
fucking douche.
he's good at
Excuse my language, but he's
UFC,
a douchebag.
but I don't see him being, that great in WWE.
No,
Right.
not at all.
It's raining.
Well, I kind of like Disney Plus wise news. You know how they're coming out with a Mighty Ducks series.
Yes.
I don't know exactly when it's supposed to come out, but they've already filmed it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look it up actually.
Oh, well, while you do that, Disney Plus is actually having. So there's a book called Artemis Fowl. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it.
Artemis Fowl, great books. Love the books.
Well, Disney Plus is coming out with a series about those books.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So there's that.
Huh.
It still doesn't say when the show is gonna go on Disney Plus. I know they have already filmed it. They filmed the first season. But they haven't released when it's being released.
Right.
But they filmed it. It's already filmed, so they're
Right.
just waiting for a release date. Hold on. I think they were hoping to get it on Disney Plus by July or
Oh.
August or sometime that soon. But I think we're not gonna get it until maybe October, mid-September, maybe. That's just my guess. But I'm excited for it.
Um, I feel like if they don't want to step over the Mandalorian, then they should probably do it probably late July, early August,
Hmm.
and then and let have the so the Mighty Duck series can have
Oh,
their time
wait,
to shine.
what? Hold on.
What?
Premiere date Wednesday, February 12th. No, that's not right. Never mind.
They can have the Mighty Duck series can have their time to shine, and
Hmm.
then the Mandalorian can have
Which will be a
his
big
time to shine.
hit. Which will
Oh yeah,
definitely be a big hit.
oh yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah.
Um, so back to UFC news. I don't know if you guys heard about it. Daniel Cormier says he is going to retire after August 15th. That's UFC 252. Um, Now, even though I know for a fact Conor McGregor is not going to WWE, Daniel Cormier might go to WWE because he is a wrestling fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If he doesn't go to WWE, I can probably see him going to Impact. There's a lot of former UFC fighters that went to Impact Wrestling
Maybe
first.
AEW.
Yeah, I was thinking
Maybe.
AEW.
Maybe.
But,
Now, obviously, this is all speculation. He is 41.
yeah.
So he's obviously going to be older than a lot of the wrestlers wrestling now.
Right.
But I mean, honestly we'll have to see what happens. Honestly,
Hmm.
so
I hope he goes to one of the shows. That would be awesome.
Daniel Cormier versus Chris Jericho is a dream match I want to see.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't care where it is. I want it to happen.
That or Chris Jericho versus Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
Yeah. That would be a dream.
that'd be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Let me go back to the list here. So the MLB is coming back with 86 games. I did see today that the Major League Baseball Players Association did want to kind of extend that with 3 games, so up to 89. And then extend the playoffs.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna start with Derek. Derek, do you think the Players Association is asking too much for asking for 89 games?
Uh, Not really, no.
And why?
Because I think they need more games. Instead of last year games, I'm thinking they should add more games to it instead of um every season, every year it's short. I'm thinking I'm that's a good idea to expand the games. So
Uh, Jason, what do you think would be a good amount of games would be for playing this year in such a short season?
I mean, I think 80 games is all right, instead of however they're normally uh, play. I mean, there's a lot of fans that are upset, through the times, the baseball season hasn't started, you know. They
yeah,
want to see their teams, and I agree, giving them an extra 3 games,
mhm,
Right.
brings more of a chance of sports fans to come out and watch, or you know watch on TV, or you
right,
know more sports, more revenue for MLB.
Very true. Um, Aaron. So I know, we haven't really seen any baseball teams play yet. Except for I think a few preseason games back in March.
like spring training.
Yeah, spring training kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Without us knowing really what the season may hold this year, who do you think the two teams will be in the World Series this year?
Oof. Definitely not Detroit. That's
Probably not. Yeah.
I mean, as much as I want my Tigers to go to World Series, they haven't been to a World Series since 1980, 84,
Really?
No,
or they
they
haven't won a World Series since 1980.
right. They
something.
haven't
But
won since I believe 1988.
Wow.
yeah,
But they've been to two in the last 20 years.
oh, yeah.
Wow.
They choked both times.
Yes,
Bad.
They
hard.
keep choking.
Bad. Um, maybe the Dodgers
Maybe
possibility.
it's a good
Maybe.
possibility.
Maybe the Cubs again eventually.
Could.
I mean, the Cubs have been getting better. So
True. I'm thinking the Nationals might go this year.
The Nationals?
Yeah.
Washington Nationals are a good team.
They got super good. They got really good when they got Scherzer for the Tigers. So.
How about Kansas City Royals?
No.
No?
They're a joke.
They had their time to shine in 2013. I believe was when they won.
I believe so.
I'm gonna have to go with the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, that's not a bad team to pick. Them or the Yankees, honestly.
That and when's the last time the Pirates ever won a World Series?
Oh man, it was a long time ago. I think it was the 90s.
It was
I would like
for
to
the
see
Royals.
them
It was
happen.
2015.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about I would like to see the White Sox to go.
They won't. They suck.
Nobody likes
Wrong. I like them.
the Pittsburgh Pirates last won the World Series in 1979.
So yeah, I think it's their time to step up and go.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope, honestly.
Yeah.
So the NBA is set to return with 22 teams. I don't know how many teams they have anyway. I thought that was all of them, but I guess not. Let me see what teams are actually returning.
The last time the Tigers won the World Series was 84.
84, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
They've only won only 4 World Series.
And most of them were at the beginning of the turn of the century.
1935, 1945, 1968, 1984.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, I can't find anything on that. So yeah, so the NBA is coming back with 22 teams. And as far as we know, they're gonna come back with the full schedule. So honestly, there's really nothing else that we have. So we will.
I found the teams.
Oh, you did? Awesome. I didn't find the teams.
ESPN. So we have the Milwaukee Bucks, the Los Angeles Lakers, the Toronto Raptors, Los Angeles Clippers, Boston Celtics, Denver Nuggets, Utah Jazz, Miami Heat, Oklahoma City Thunder, Houston Rockets, Indiana Pacers, Philadelphia 76ers, the Dallas Mavericks, the Memphis Grizzlies, the Brooklyn Nets, the Orlando Magic, Portland Trailblazers, New Orleans Pelicans, Sacramento Kings, San Antonio Spurs, Phoenix Suns, and the Washington Wizards.
Wow.
So the Pistons are not playing.
Nope. And they're also playing at Walt Disney World too. Which is going to be really cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
That's gonna be awesome.
Sadly, the Pistons won't be returning.
Pistons, Bulls, gone this year.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Pistons, Bulls.
Warriors? Did you say the Warriors are playing?
Nope, not the
Nope.
Warriors.
So the Warriors are out.
Yep.
Jeez.
That's insane, man.
Yeah.
Cavaliers are not even playing.
Yeah, Cavaliers are gone.
Cleveland's gone.
Wow.
So are these all permanent changes?
Nope.
No,
It's just for this year.
It's
Okay.
just for the rest of this season.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
The NFL has already come out. They are continuing on their preseason stuff. And they are going to continue with no fans until it's safe to come back. Which could we might not. No one might be able. We might not have fans this year for any sports.
No.
Um.
Yeah, like because we don't know when it's going to be safe to do this.
Right.
With fans in the stadiums.
Right.
So, yeah, especially like with the NHL and stuff, teams have been coming back in like small little groups,
Right.
for like practice and stuff, but sadly, no full games.
The NFL, even the OTAs, even the
Mhm.
MTAs, are all optional right now because of what's happening.
Mhm.
So honestly, we will have to see what happens.
Yeah.
I was talking to this guy at work the other day. I think this is the Lions' year with no fans in the stands to go all the way.
You think?
I think so.
I agree too.
I really do because without having tangible people watching you, you don't know how many people actually are. So
Right. Probably. I mean, I have a good 50-50 chance for him.
at least.
Yeah.
So the NCAA is still debating on whether to continue. I know they stopped. I think lacrosse and like track meets, like they're all like none of them are coming back for this year.
Mhm.
I believe it's only the big four sports they're still debating on whether to continue with anything. So we'll have to see with that. Also, we'll probably get kicked up, bitch. Fucking rock. So who was eating?
Mhm.
Who was eating?
I'm not.
Nope.
I'm not.
Better not be. All right.
No, I'm just having a cough drop.
So there are a couple films I want to talk about that I watched this week. So, do you guys remember Amy Winehouse?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
Of course.
So
27.
Amy Winehouse was a huge singer in the 2000s. Her hit song "Rehab" obviously, broke so many charts. She was the first British singer in a long time to really be as famous as she was.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Since the Spice Girls, obviously.
yeah. She tragically died in July 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have a documentary on Netflix about Amy Winehouse. The documentary was nominated for a BAFTA award for how good it was. Which I agree. This is probably one of the best documentaries that isn't sports related that I've seen in a long time. It's done in a unique way. the only footage that they show of anyone talking is honestly it's just pictures or old interview footage or old footage shot from years ago. There's no new footage of anybody in this documentary. For those of you who know who Amy Winehouse is, and for those of you who liked her music, Aaron remembers who she is. It's honestly really good. I honestly recommend it highly.
Yeah. I will definitely be watching it for sure. I like watching documentaries about musicians and stuff and hearing about their tragic past and wonder how what got them into the drugs and the alcohol, because she had a bad alcohol addiction.
She did. She also had a really bad bad drug addictions, but that I will leave all that to the documentary to tell. But it has Most Definite, the rapper, no Most Def. Now, if you don't know who Most Def is when you watch this, they don't use Most Def. They use his real name, and if you don't know what his voice sounds like, you don't know that it's him. So, they have Tony Bennett in this. They have a whole bunch of people in this. And honestly, it's all their voice or footage that was shot from it was 2011 and before. Like, there's no new footage of any of them. Highly recommend that, 100%.
Sounds like a good movie.
It really is. It really is. The second movie I want to talk about is The Disaster Artist. Have any of you heard of the movie The Disaster Artist?
I heard a little bit about it.
Derek? Derek?
It says he's paused.
How was he paused?
I don't know. It says paused. You look up at his picture, it's got a little pause symbol there.
No, he's muted.
Oh, he's muted?
Or paused or something. No, never mind, he's paused. I don't know why.
I don't even know how that happens.
Me neither.
Alright, well. So there's this movie called The Room from 2003. It was made by a guy named Tommy Wiseau. In the Disaster Artist is based off of a book of the same name.
I'm back, guys.
Why would you leave in the middle of this?
My dad called me. Sorry.
Anyway, so there's an actor named Greg Sestero who was in the original movie The Room. He wrote a memoir or whatever about his time on the set and his friendship with Tommy Wiseau. James Franco and Dave Franco, obviously brothers. James plays Tommy and Dave plays Greg in the movie. It is a really good movie. The movie studio A24 is behind this movie. And they're also behind the Amy Winehouse documentary. A24 is probably the best studio out right now because every film they put out gets high praise. Like, super high praise. So that's also on Netflix. I definitely recommend that one as well. It is super, super good. If you haven't seen the movie The Room, though, you have to see The Room.
No, I haven't.
You guys gotta watch The Room. So good. Well, okay, The Room itself isn't good. It's actually super bad, but it's so funny that it's fun.
Alright.
Like, you can tolerate it because it's so funny. It's like funny stupid.
It's the best part about this. It's unintentionally funny.
Right.
Like, it is supposed to be a real, like, dramatic film.
Nice.
But it's not. It is so dumb It is just so funny. But yeah, so definitely watch The Room, and then watch The Disaster Artist about The Room. It's great.
Mhm.
All right, so hey Aaron, hey Jason, and hey Derek, do you guys know what the best pop is?
Sprite.
Cherry Pepsi.
Mountain Dew.
You're all stupid. No, it's obviously Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is the best one, and one that's even better than Dr. Pepper?
What's
23
that?
flavors.
Diet Dr. Pepper is better than regular Dr. Pepper. But Dr. Pepper's the best. The best one. I'm holding up to the camera for no reason. Because you guys can't see it. Why am I doing this? I have no idea. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk about why Dr. Pepper is the best pop of all. I told Aaron and Jason. I didn't tell Derek because I don't have him on anything. I told Aaron and Jason to think of 3 movies that you think are underrated and would recommend. So basically, the way this works is you say what the movie is and you give a little description about it, and then you rate it on how you liked it, and then we move on. You know, it's a circle, even though we're not in the same room together. Uh, so I think I told Jason first, so we'll throw with Jason and we'll end with Derek, and so he has time to think. Okay, so Jason, you're first. Go ahead.
All right. My first movie that I'd like to recommend would be The Town. It has Ben Affleck in it.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what the movie's about is these 5 guys go out and hit armored trucks, banks, and it pretty much tells you how to get away with, robbing banks and stuff like that. It's a great action movie. Very, there is some sad parts in it, but it's a really great movie. And then my second one is The Expendables. Actually,
Hold on. So we're gonna go one by one. Sorry, I didn't make
okay,
that clear.
all
We're
right,
gonna go one by one, and then we'll all get 3 out.
alrighty.
All right. So Jason's in the town. Aaron, your first one.
Oh shit. Okay. My first one of underrated movies that I like would be Little Man. It's just really
God.
funny. It's hilarious. But it's not really shown anymore. It's got the Wayans brothers. It's also got Tracy Morgan.
Do you want to give a little description of the movie?
It's about this guy who wants to have a kid with his fiance or his wife or whatever they are, and they come across a little person named Calvin Sims who pretends to be a baby to get back a diamond, and yeah, it's just really funny.
All right.
I don't know how else to describe it really.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I haven't watched it in a while either, so it's kind of
Kind of
like I
spotty.
still remember it, but
Yeah.
it's kind of yeah.
Nice.
So my first underrated movie that I really enjoy is a movie called Capo. Have you guys heard of Capo? Have you guys seen Capo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think so.
So Capo is a cop movie, obviously, directed by Kevin Smith, with Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan in it. They play the 2 main cops. It came out in 2010. I haven't seen this movie, oh god, in a few years at least. So I can't remember how it goes, but basically it's just a buddy cop movie with Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan. I feel like what's more interesting though is the behind the scenes kind of stuff. Kevin Smith and Bruce Willis did not like working with each other. So Bruce Willis did not listen to anything Kevin Smith said. So that's why like the movie kind of seems like it sucks. But I think it just makes it really funny.
It's got a pretty nice cast.
Yeah. So I highly recommend this movie. I rate it an A+. Personally for me, I know a lot of people don't like it, but I think it's really underrated, and I feel like more people should watch it. All right, Derek, your first movie.
I have to say is The Hangover. Have you guys ever watched The Hangover before?
1,000 times.
I have to recommend that. I can't remember who plays in it, but
it's Ed Helms, Bradley Cooper, and Zach Galifianakis.
I haven't seen it in a while. I can't get really description about it, so
Mike Tyson's in that movie.
Mike Tyson in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He punches Ed Helms, right?
Yeah, he does, right in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
So I can't get a description of it, so I have to say The Hangover.
All right, Jason, your second one.
The Expendables. Actually, one of the three are really good. They have Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Jet Li's in that movie, and I
Jet
think he's in all.
Li. Yeah.
Terry Crews, right?
Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Chuck Norris is in the last one. Ronda Rousey's in the last one.
Oh yeah.
Antonio Banderas, he's in that too.
In the last one?
Yes, in the third one.
Isn't
Really?
Dolph Lundgren in one of them?
Yeah,
right?
he's in all of them.
Yeah, he's in all of them. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, Dolph Lundgren and
And
Sylvester Stallone again.
that UFC fighter too. Stone Cold's in there too, but
oh yeah, he is. Yeah.
the UFC fighter that had the cauliflower ear.
That's like everyone.
No.
Isn't it Chuck Liddell?
Rampage?
I don't know.
Is it?
I'm gonna have to look it up. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up.
You know what? I think Rampage is in one of them, but I think also Chuck Liddell's in one of them too.
Right.
Jason Statham's in it. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Randy Couture.
Oh yeah.
That's who.
I'm surprised Daniel Craig's not in any of them.
Wesley Snipes, Mel Gibson, Harrison Ford, Jean-Claude Van Damme. What? Chuck Norris.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's a great movie. It's a great series.
I don't know about the other two, but my grandpa loves the first one.
Yes.
Like he loves the first one.
I like the third one.
Yeah.
I like how Sylvester Stallone has to come back in with a whole nother, or went in with the first, like a different group, and then he had to use his original group to go in and save,
the other one.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Wait, isn't Bruce Willis in one of those movies too?
Bruce Willis is in all of them.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
I believe
I
so.
didn't know that. I had no idea. I haven't seen any of them.
I'm looking up the cast right now for all three of them. I'm just going by one movie at a time. I'm looking at the cast. Because, Randy Couture was in it. Terry Crews is in it. Yep. I don't see another UFC fighter other than Couture. I don't see Liddell.
Really? I thought he was in there.
Yeah. No, it was Randy Couture.
Oh.
Mel Gibson even. That's crazy.
Shit. Even Jean-Claude Van Damme, it was in there.
Yeah, he's in all three as well. But yeah, I like the Expendables. They're good. They're good movies. I agree with that.
All right. Aaron, your second one.
My second one is The Marine, the first one, starring. I got the cast right here: John Cena, Kelly Carlson, Robert Patrick. A good cast. It's a good movie. I like it. It was the first licensed WWE Studios film.
Yeah.
It's about a couple, which consists of John Cena. Ironically, his name in the movie is John, but instead of Cena, it's John Triton, and his wife Kate. They want to go on vacation, and they come across a jewel thief, who is played by Robert Patrick, along with his girlfriend, who is played by Abigail Bianca. And I'm reading the overview. So he's discharged from the Marines, who disobeyed his commander's orders. So he returns home and finds out that his wife was kidnapped after they go to a gas station, and she thinks that he's dead, but he's not. So he's got to basically use his military skills to save his wife.
Nice.
Defying police orders.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. There's a funny part where so he gets discharged, right? And then he comes home. He starts working as a security guard at a bank. And then there's a video of him beating the crap out of people, and it goes viral. So, and then he gets fired from that. And yeah. But I love The Marine. It's such a good movie. I saw it in theaters when it came out. I give it an A plus.
Nice.
All right. So my second movie is a film that grossed $247 million on an $80 million budget and was nominated for 9 Razzies at the 2014 Golden Raspberry Awards. It's Grown Ups 2. Grown Ups 2 is such a good movie.
Yes, it is.
It is so good. So the main cast is Adam Sandler, Kevin James, Chris Rock, David Spade. The main characters from the first one. But you know who else is in this movie?
Rob Schneider.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
No.
He doesn't return for Grown Ups 2?
No.
No.
But you know who is in this movie?
So.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, because he's the bully.
And Shaq.
Yes.
And Shaq.
And Shaq as well. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. Dan
That is
Patrick's
so
even in
funny.
this movie.
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah,
Andy
he is.
Samberg.
Yes, he is. Yes. Yep.
I'm just looking up the cast. Patrick Schwarzenegger's in it.
Yep.
Peter Dante.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really weird that Rob Schneider didn't come back for it.
Well, he had a different movie to work on.
Bobby Moynihan's even in it.
Oh, Rob Schneider did not reprise his role from the first film because of scheduling conflicts, and his wife was pregnant during production. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Nice.
Hey, the Lonely Island's in it. All three.
Yeah, all three of them are male cheerleaders.
Andy Orman and Kiva.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dan Patrick.
Dan Patrick and Taron Killam's in this too.
Will Forte.
Yeah, Will Forte.
I think it's funny. Like the SNL cast members, they play male cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Alan Cope's in it. John Lovitz.
Dude, there are so many people. A lot of these people are in Adam Sandler's other movies too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I love this movie, and I rate this an A+ as well. I know a lot of people don't like it because it's it's stupid humor, but it's just so funny.
It's hilarious.
Just so
Adam's
funny.
I think as the older Adam Sandler gets, the funnier he gets.
Honestly,
Right.
100%. Derek, your second one.
I have to say Knockout. It's about this kid getting bullied in school. He wants to become a boxer, and a trainer, Stone Cold Steve Austin, is in this movie. And he's training this one kid being a boxer, and he at the end he won against the bully and everything like that. And it was a good movie. Knockout is a good movie. I have to recommend that. A+ for that. Have you ever watched that, Aaron?
Nope.
How about you, Jared?
Nope.
I have to recommend that Knockout.
All right. Jason, your last one.
Mine was Super Troopers 2. I mean, it wasn't as funny as the first one. I mean, it still had its moments. Overall, I mean, it's a great movie. If you guys haven't watched it, go out and watch it.
I actually own Super Troopers too.
Actually, we owned both of them. It came in a bundle pack at Walmart.
Nice.
I think we got it for like $10 or something like that.
Not bad at all.
No, especially if you guys like comedy, definitely kept me laughing.
Oh yeah.
All right, Aaron, your last one.
My last movie is Never Back Down. Came out in 2008. It's about the main title character, Jake Tyler. Him and his family moved from Iowa to Orlando because he got kicked out the football team for fighting on the field. And obviously the video people took videos and it went viral. So he had his reputation basically gone. So, the reason they moved because his brother got a scholarship to a tennis academy. Weird. I don't know. But and then he wants to fit in, but he doesn't want to fight people, so he goes to a party and it's basically a setup. And he learns to fight, but his trainer's like, only use it for good. Basically, kind of basically, kind of like Ben Parker saying, great power comes with great responsibility. I love this movie. The mechanics they added, like for the effects, are insane. Especially when the fights happen. I recommend this movie. I give it an A+. But yeah, not really much more to say about it. But I love this movie.
Nice.
All right. All right. So
the second one's boring, but I love this one. The first one's the best one.
So my last one is probably honestly the most underrated movie I've ever seen because I think it's so funny. So there's a movie from 2006 that stars Alan Covert and Nick Swartzen, who are both in grown-ups too, and in most of at least Alan Covert's in most Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah.
I
know this movie.
This movie is so funny.
I know what you're going to say, Jared.
It's Grandma's Boy.
Yep.
Oh my
God.
It's hilarious.
I love Grandma's Boy. So it's kind of racist, in the beginning because Rob Schneider plays a Filipino person.
Kevin Nash is in it.
Mm-hmm.
He is, yes. Um, so the main people you need to know about is Alan Cover, Linda Cardellini, aka Velma, um, Nick Swartzen, Doris Roberts, and Joe
Oh, you're
Moore.
talking about plays JP.
Yeah, Joe Moore plays JP. So funny.
He's hilarious with his robot gimmick.
Yeah. So this was produced by Happy Madison Productions, um, which is why so many people in this are in, Adam Sandler movies. Um, but honestly, like, I don't even know what to say about it because it's about video game testers and it is just great. It is just amazing.
It's hilarious.
Um, so um, like I don't know what to say. It's about video game testers. Like that's all I can
Yeah.
think. So if I say anything else, it's gonna ruin the entire movie.
I
It's a
So
think
great
I
movie.
oh
I
my god.
think the funniest part. Okay, I have two favorite funniest parts in that movie. When he gets home and he's high and he's hungry, so he puts a whole tray of food in the fucking oven, and then he goes and
Pulls it
smokes
out
a
with
bong, and then he's like, "Oh, I forgot my food," and then he grabs it with bare hands and
starts
burns his hands,
screaming.
and then he makes up a story saying his roommates tied him up, and
Yeah.
like, and then the other part is the Dance Revolution scene
Oh my god.
when Nick Swartzen's going crazy. Hey,
Oh.
we have someone from Drake and Josh in the movie. We
Ooh.
have the kid who plays, I think it's Eric, one of the nerds. He
Oh
plays the
yeah. Yeah.
he
Yeah. He
plays
said
the
this.
dude that challenges Nick Swartz in the Dance Revolution.
Yeah.
He's um David Spade as Shiloh. That's
Um.
that's hilarious. Jonah Hill.
Um. But yeah. So my favorite part is probably Peter Dante and his
Oh yeah,
and Dr. Shaka
Dr.
Zulu.
Shockley.
Dr. Shakalu.
Mr. Leho.
When they're high and they're talking about getting a tiger.
Yeah.
Lion.
So funny. All right,
Or the
Derek,
dog.
your last one.
My last one is, I have to say, Legendary, by John Cena. Uh, he's teaching this one kid how to wrestle because he wants to join the high school wrestling team, and he was nervous about it. So he had to go to his brother's house to give him pointers on wrestling, so that way he can be better on it, better at it, and then he went out there and dominated. But he lost the last round. But it was a good movie. Legendary is a really good movie. Have to recommend and watch that. Have you
All right.
seen it, guys?
Nope.
No.
I have.
It's good.
All right, guys. So anything else before we get out of here?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, the
Nope.
last news I have to do is for bowling. Um, any of your bowling fans from bowling, coming end of middle of August, there's going to be bowling because they're closed because they're remodeling inside, I'm guessing. So in the middle of August, they're opening and everything like that. So we'll see what happens. So that's the news.
All right. So I want all of us to stay in the
The chat in
the
here.
chat for a minute. But we're gonna sign off right now. Thank everybody for listening to this. For Aaron Ahmet, Jason Crawford, and Derek Wilson, I'm Jared Weathers. And remember, always, always remember, you have to all remember, fuck the revival.